security, and I do have complete engine failure. All right, good morning, everybody on the YouTubes. This is where I spent the night. I didn't really document. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. But this is where I spent night one, and it was nice. It was a little rocky, but I kept all the lines really loose, which seemed to work really well, actually. Because at first I had everything all sutured up tight, and the boat was just like slamming back and forth. And so I just made it all really loose, and ended up being really comfortable, and keeping the boat off the dock too. So I saw, I can't remember his name. It's like Orion or something. He had a video on Instagram. And that's where I learned that trick. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that. And it worked out really well, so I was happy with it. But I'm gonna get the dumpster dinghy pumped up, because it does have a very slow leak. And get the engine started, and we'll be off. Back on the move. Gonna go into that bridge. We've got a lot to catch up on. Man, so irritating about losing the audio on those videos. They were really good. I think they were. I didn't listen to them. I thought they were really good. They felt really good. You know, and they visually looked great. Like yesterday morning, it's beautiful out. But yeah, and some good discussions was had, but it's a new day. My audio's working. I'm gonna be checking every video if my audio is working, but hopefully we get some wind. We didn't do much sailing yesterday because any real wind that we had was into wind. And then there was a moment where the wind came behind us, and I floated around for like 3 hours, and that was cool. That's where I really got to I saw like a bald eagle that came swoop down just above my mast, which was really cool. Bunch of seals, and a sweet rainbow, which is awesome. But let's see what today brings. I'm sure it'll bring its own adventures. Complete engine failure. So, starting with this bridge. I don't know what that bridge is called, because I'm like directionally blind, name blind. I can't read, I can't write. But that bridge is a cool looking bridge, and I know that. So, yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a even cooler looking boat. That is a beautiful boat, my God. What was I gonna say? So it'll take about 9 or 10 hours to get there. So I don't think I'll make it there tonight. So we are, I think, doing another night out here, which is fine with me. I enjoy this. I absolutely love this. So I'm in no rush, but it's beautiful. That is for sure. There's my kitty. Just chilling. I can see like 5 seals right now. There's one right there. Oh, there's the other one. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm living in an alternate universe. Like, this is not real. It looks like I'm sailing into the gates of heaven. Absolutely nuts. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I'm convinced my life isn't real. This is I am bone-chillingly cold, but this is nuts. And the seals, man, I've seen so many seals. It's unbelievable. I can't get them on video. I've seen like 40 seals in the last like hour. But they, as soon as I lock eyes with them, because I'm trying to get a shot of them, they just dive away. They're very elusive. But it's crazy how many seals I've seen. But awesome. I made the decision to bob around just because I wanted to honestly just experience the quietness. I mean, the boat is, we are turning around. This is not going to actually work out at all. But, man. And it is silent. Like, I can hear the seals breathing. Nuts. That is, look at him. There's so many seals. And they're just, it's like now that I've turned the engine off, they're getting closer. They're just super curious. It's interesting. Security, security, security. This is sailing vessel Phoenix. I am by buoy marker 10, and I do have complete engine failure. I should be just outside the channel. All right, so during that little fiasco, I've had complete engine failure. I can't get the engine to start, so I got to figure out what's going on there. But in the meantime, I called out a security over the radio, and now I got to figure out what's going on with the engine. I've got the anchor down, so we're good, and we're just outside of the channel, so we should be okay. But that's a bummer. She is back online. I just had complete engine failure and had to call out the security over the radio, but I couldn't start my engine at all, and so I tried to troubleshoot it, couldn't figure it out, and then I called my dad, who's very knowledgeable in engines. He told me to kind of turn over the engine a couple times manually and then go try and start it, and that's what I did, and it worked. It means that there's more than likely something going on with the starter motor. So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I gotta put the boat back together, and I guess I'm not turning the engine off, so. Security, security, security. This is sailing vessel Phoenix. The engine issue has been resolved. Oh, that was exciting. Yeah, had full-on engine failure. Pretty close to the channel, a little close for comfort. But yeah, that was resolved. So yeah, I guess we will be motoring for the rest of the time. I probably should try and get there tonight. So that's going to be about 9 hours from now. So I will be sailing into the dark, I think. We'll see. I just don't want to turn the engine off and run my, run that risk of not being able to turn it on. So yeah, it's part of the game, but that's all right. I guess now I know I've got a starter issue. I would have liked to have known that before I'd left, but it's how it works. I'm halfway through this voyage, and that's when you find out, so that's okay. It's all is well. Didn't have to call for a tow yet, at least, which is great. All right, well, now it says, so if I keep going, I'll get there by 10 p.m. So I'm going to look at the charts and see if there's maybe a dock that I can stay at. So if I, for whatever reason, can't get the engine to start again, at least I'll be at a dock and not at anchor. So I think that will be the plan, is to get to a dock tonight, because I just don't really want to sail at night. I don't want to go through the night on the river. I don't find that particularly an enjoyable thing, so that's what I'm going to do. But still, man, I've seen probably 100 seals. I saw one seal come up with the biggest fish I've ever seen. It looked like a deer it was eating. It looked like it was eating a deer that had been skinned. It was wild. But and it came up right next to my boat, and I couldn't get it on video. But yeah, look at that. Awesome. Alrighty. I need to eat after that. That was entertainment. Thankfully, it wasn't like blowing with wind. You know, that's how you like things can go so wrong so quick. And I was in like 60 feet of water, so I put the anchor down. But you know, if it was blowing 30 knots of wind, and I've got a terrible anchor set up right now. That's why I'm replacing all of it. Because what I have, it's only 50 foot of 1/4 inch chain and then 200 feet of road, which is wild. So, yeah, you know, that's just how things can go very wrong, especially on a river. Fortunately, it was dead calm, no wind. It was like no current, too. So I had all the time in the world to kind of react to the situation. Guess we're motoring. We've got just under half a tank, so we should make it. Should be fine. And I'm not calling a tow. No way. No way on my first passage am I calling a goddamn tow. No way am I calling a tow. Well, I'm going to finish this and I'm going to call my mom. Just keep watching, all right? It'll get better. I don't know what I've brought to the table in these videos. I hope it's entertaining. Yeah. All right, so I've checked the charts. It doesn't look like there's really anywhere to... There's one place that I'm headed to right now that it's 2 hours out. It looks like a dock on the thing, but I don't know if it's even allowed. If it's there's no marinas really between here and Warrenton Marina, and but there's that place, and I saw a dock, so I might just go tie up on the dock tonight. So I really don't want to anchor, and I also really don't want to sail through the night. You know, is what it is. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the fun. It's pouring down with rain right now, but oh my God. Motorboater coming up on us. What a loser. Man, that is a bummer, man. That is a bummer. Motorboater. First one I've seen. I've been having a great time, really enjoying myself. Up until right, I had complete engine failure, and it's pouring down with rain. Pretty standard miserable conditions, but I really enjoyed myself up until right now. That ruined the whole trip. Is that motorboater right there? It ruined the whole trip, man. Oh, he's coming up quick too. He's probably just balls to the wall. 32 gallons an hour. Well. Like this morning was epic, man. Epic. It's raining now quite a bit, which it wasn't supposed to, but that's okay. It's part of the fun. I'm enjoying it. Other than this fucking motorboater that's coming up behind us. An eyesore, that is. So I'm looking at this beautiful scenery here, and then there's just that, whatever that is. I mean, it's a pretty motorboat. It is pretty. I'll give it that. It could be uglier. I bet the chances are oh, there's a seal right there. Right there. A lot of distractions out here, man. I bet the chances are high that guy is a dude. Man, that was the most action we've got all trip. Other than the engine failure, that was the most action we've got. There's been no wind, and yeah, I'm actually getting soaking wet out here. I'm gonna get back into cover. So just had a cargo ship go by me, and the guy honked the horn and was waving his hands, and he came over to the radio and told me there's this, you won't be able to see it, but there's a massive tree, and that's where I was over there. So there's a massive tree over there, and there's little trees and branches literally everywhere that I'm just standing up here to just try and avoid. Like some of these are big enough to certainly hurt the boat. So, but yeah, thanks to that guy for letting me know. You know, I probably would have seen it, but you never know. You know, I've been sitting here I was at the time looking at my phone trying to figure out timing and stuff like that. But it's a minefield out here right now. I wonder why that is like that. I'm running out of iPhone storage. Yeah, that one would probably do some damage hitting that thing at full steam. That's why I don't want to sail at night, you know? So hopefully this marina, it's not a marina, hopefully this dock is in good shape. Wow, it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Imagine living there. That would be cool. Yeah. I am so cold. I'm a bit wet and shivering uncontrollably, but that is okay. I didn't plan this out very well. Audio issues, storage issues. I got trees trying to sink my boat. I got my engines trying to die. This is awesome, though. I am having a really good time. But yeah, it's just beautiful. You don't get this on the ocean. So river sailing is cool. Look at that factory. Just seems so out of place. Like, you know, like, but I guess they hide it from the people. Oh, I'm so cold. Still don't really, that was where I was thinking about docking. That is not doing that. So I found a place up here. It's like 45 minutes up, where it's like, on the charts it looks shallow, so it's probably going to be like 30 feet of water, 25 feet of water. We'll see. Because everywhere is super deep, but we'll see what that's like there. Well, this absolutely stunningly ridiculous, beautiful place is my home for tonight. And yeah, what a wild day. It is dead calm, quiet. And I can hear the seals every few seconds. They come up and take their massive breaths of air. And awesome. This is so cool. My friend got me a steak before I left, and I haven't eaten real food in a long time. So I'm going to cook that steak tonight. And let's just hope the engine starts tomorrow. But I'm going to hang out here for a bit. and kind of just take all this in, because it's quiet. It's awesome. So, but yeah, see what tomorrow brings. My feet are soaking wet because I'm wearing Vans. They've been soaking wet all day, and it's like 38 degrees out. So yeah, I'm gonna warm up the boat too. But man, this is cool.